Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Gomez.
And I'm John Kapora. Hi there.
Hey, it's been a huge day over at Wizards of the Coast.
Big day.
Announcement day, as they like to call it. They outlined a couple of the new products that we can expect to see over the next 6 months or so.
So the block following Kaladesh, it's going to be Egyptian themed, and it's going to be set in a world called Ammon.
Amonkhet, I think is
Ket.
how we're pronouncing it. Amonkhet.
Woo! All right, great.
Right, and directly after that one's going to be Hour of Devastation. So those two together are going to make up a new world that we've never been to before, but they already told us we're going to see a familiar face there. We can expect Nicol Bolas to be pulling some strings this kind of Egyptian-themed world.
I don't know why I want there to be Scrylands. It feels like the Scrylands should come back. I don't know why.
Okay.
Maybe because Greece is close to Egypt.
It does already feel kind of Theros-ish. I was just talking about this earlier with some friends. It feels like you've got 5 different gods. You're competing for their favor.
Yeah.
I want to see how they make this different from Theros. Now there we had devotion, which was kind of the main mechanic, but that was kind of for all the gods. So I'm wondering if this time each of the 5 gods will have their own kind of a thing. Maybe one of them will get to scry. That'll be kind of their deal. Or maybe they all will. I don't know. I'm excited to see. Certainly, it's going to be a fun. I know a lot of people have been asking for an Egypt-themed world. We're finally going to get one, and we get to have Nicol Bolas back, who's one of my personal favorite characters. So it should be really, really great.
Absolutely. Speaking of things that people have been asking for, we've got Archenemy. The newest Archenemy is going to be Nicol Bolas. So you're going to get 4 decks, and 3 of them are going to be built to play against one Nicol Bolas deck. All the decks are 60 cards, but I am excited to see what kind of hijinks they throw in this one.
Yes. So this one, it's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons almost. You've got kind of your DM who's setting up these horrible things for your little party to kind of team up and overcome. So it's a neat way to play asymmetrical magic, which we don't have a lot to do, right? Nope. It's usually kind of either two-headed giant or something like that. So this puts a really fun twist on it, and I always love to see cool ways that we can take the regular rules of Magic and just put a really different kind of spin on it. So it should be a lot of fun.
All right, next up is the Commander Anthology, following in the vein of the Planechase Anthology. We've got the Duel Deck Anthologies, and now we've got the Commander Anthologies, which is cool because so many Commander sets have come out lately with so many awesome cards in them.
Yes.
And it's really hard to imagine how they could improve on the formula that they've got going now, so why not just release a bunch at once?
It turns out, you put a bunch in a box together, makes it really easy to get your friends into this format because now you can supply, your 3 closest buddies with a deck right out of the box. They're ready to go. Get them started playing the game that we already love.
So this summer was Eternal Masters, but next summer we're going to go back to Modern Masters 2017. It's going to have cards from Innistrad and Return to Ravnica block going back to 8th edition. What do you want to see come back?
Oh man, there was so much good stuff just in those 2 sets alone.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking the other day, those sets are busted in half. Innistrad alone has Liliana of the Veil, Delver of Secrets, and Snapcaster Mage. And that's not like there's Geist of Saint Traft.
Right.
If you go in the block, there's Thought Scour. The set's ridiculous.
There's a lot of good stuff. And even for a limited, especially, a lot of cool draft synergies. Once you tap into the Return to Ravnica stuff, the guilds can all be represented. You could have some hybrid mana cards in there again, which are always a lot of fun and open up all sorts of cool strategies for draft and sealed. So.
Return to Ravnica, more busted cards. We've got Sphinx's Revelation. There's Abrupt Decay. There's just so many cards. Deathray Shaman,
Desecration Demon was around there. Cool.
I am really pumped for Modern Masters 2017. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. So closing out the announcements today, they had one more, a dual deck coming up, Might versus
Mind.
Might, excuse me. Yes.
Mind versus Might.
Mind versus Might. It's a huge list of stuff we're covering. So we don't know a whole lot about this one.
Yeah, they didn't release much about it, but it's the thrust of it basically is that it's going to be Brains versus Brawn. And I have a feeling that one of the decks is going to be blue. Other deck might be green, might be red, but yeah, it's not too hard to see where they're going with that one.
Right. So personally, I prefer the decks that are the theme is the Planeswalkers going at each other. We've seen, what was the previous one? Speed versus Cunning, which was a little kind of lackluster.
But then there was Jace versus Vraska.
Jace versus Vraska, which is usually better. So we're kind of in between those right now. These are still awesome products, really fun, right out of the box. Again, 2 decks that are designed to go against each other. Perfect for you and a friend or date night or whatever you want to do with it,
Well, speaking of date night, do you think we're going to get to play one of these?
Oh my gosh.
On camera again?
I would love it.
Because, all right, so which one do you want? Because I can go either way.
I'll take the Might.
All right, I wanted mine, but I could go. I like casting big green fatties too.
Sure.
So I I go either way, but I'm glad I'm getting mine because that's great.
We'll
See you there,
look forward to
buddy.
it. All right, good deal. It's on. All right, so that's a lot of awesome stuff coming from Wizards of the Coast in the next couple of months. But even before that, we've still got Kaladesh is on our doorstep. So
It's going so fast.
yes, make sure you check out all their coverage coming up this weekend. They're at PAX. They're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff there.
I'm pumped.
We'll recap it for you too, so stick with us. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Swing on over to tcgplayer.com where you can pick up all the best cards. You can buy list the cards that you have now. You can read articles and watch videos by some of the best players in the game.
Yes.
So what are you waiting for? Head on over to TCG Player. We'll see you there. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye, Internet.
Bye.